everybody, welcome to Real Life Sci-Fi. We're here on the Midnight Kids stage on ShrobHomeVideo.com, right? That's what it is?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm Wade.
I'm Willie.
Oh, I forgot to say this is Real Life Sci-Fi. Did I say that?
I don't know.
I'm Wade.
I'm Willie.
I'm Aaron. Off to a great start.
Hey. We've got a Patreon, patreon.com/reallifesci-fi. You get 2 bonus episodes a week. Let's welcome aboard the SSRLSF, our guest, writer, actor, comedian, former stand-up, former gymnast, and former swimmer. It's our friend, Emily Candini.
You did all my jokes.
Yep.
Unexpected.
So what happened with the swimming?
I grew boobs, man.
No.
Yeah.
It's hard to swim when you got that buoyancy working against
Yeah,
you.
no, it's a nightmare. Yeah, no,
Backstroke.
it is why I quit gymnastics. My gymnastics coach was like, "You're done." Because when I was 10, all of a sudden I had like giant boobs for a 10-year-old. It was not okay.
Couldn't even stand up when you walked.
Yeah, I've been dragging my torso around for the last 30 years. It sucks. Just dragging it along the ground. I've never seen people face to face.
I'm so weirded out now that 10-year-olds have boobs.
Yeah.
Why?
It's in the
Well, like
it's the
growing up,
dairy.
it's like it's whatever. But like as an adult, like, oh, what? I couldn't imagine having a daughter that has boobs at 10. I mean, whatever.
It's
stressful.
The dairy?
It's in there's growth hormones in dairy, and so girls are developing sooner.
Yeah.
Cool.
Drink your milk.
That's not. That seems wrong, right?
Yeah, it's like
Oh,
it's like proof.
everything's
It's the
wrong.
proof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that it's-
Everything is wrong.
Yeah, everything's
But it's
wrong.
one of the food groups, so that's you got to do it.
So you gotta
You just gotta.
Well, it's
Willie?
either you don't
think
have
big-
bones or
yeah.
and you have bones and huge boobs, or you have no bones.
I
and
drink
you're
milk like a
flat-chested.
motherfucker, and I was tiny my
so
whole life.
brittle. He was the brittlest boy.
Yeah,
I was
but
never
all you drank
okay,
was milk,
okay.
right?
Shut up. I was not brittle. I was just short. I was the short kid.
Are you sure?
I wasn't. No, not anymore. But like, I didn't grow until like my senior year or something like that. So I was short all through high school, but I wasn't the shortest, so it was okay. There was always someone shorter.
I can never tell if men are short. All the men I know are like 5'4" and taller. So like not all the men I know, you know what I mean? But my dad was, my brother, like, and so just to me, I'm like, I always think men are short if they're under like, or no, 6'4".
Oh,
I'm pregnant.
Oh yeah, that changed
Got
everything.
it.
Ah.
I'm so pregnant. No, yeah, if men are like under 6'4", I'm like, oh, they're fine. They're average, right? And they can be like 6'3" and I have no clue.
I'm 5 foot, so everyone's taller than me.
Yeah,
I'm
5'9",
5'9", and it's
I'm
like
short.
average, I think.
Yeah, that's average. But to me, I just can't tell one way or the other. I've got height blindness.
Well, do you have blindness toward conspiracy theories?
No.
Mm.
Like,
I've got too many opinions. Everyone's going to hate me.
oh well.
Oh, I'm excited.
How into these general like paranormal and conspiracy theory things are you?
Well, I'm not into them. Like, I like knowing about anything. And so, and I love research. It's like my favorite part of any, like, the writing process. Like,
Yeah.
I fucking love research. I like to read. Because I read a lot when I was little because I'm dyslexic, which made me read a lot more because I was like, I can do this.
Oh, cool.
Oh, wow.
So it's still a challenge. It's fun. But yeah, so I just like to read about things and get an understanding of anything and everything.
I think my niece is
Good.
dyslexic. You got any tips?
Turned
get
the book
help.
upside down.
Get help.
Get diagnosed and get help with it. Yeah.
Oh,
There are
I thought I was
skills
asking you for help.
there's skills you can develop that can be helpful with certain aspects of it. Like some things I'll just never be able to do. I can never spell. I can't spell. I'm not gonna be able to spell things.
Spell cat.
Herc? What? See,
Oh,
you
you're
hear-
right.
You hear
Wow,
the
you're
wrong
very bad. You're
word.
very bad at spelling.
No, and it's like because it is.
You
and
got the wrong word right though.
get her diagnosed and tell her just to be honest about it because the hardest part is like the lifelong humiliation of like thinking you're stupid and not understanding what's going on.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't diagnosed as a kid, so I just thought I was dumb. And like I knew, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I was like, oh no, there's certain aspects.
No,
I
she
can-
already thinks she's dumb.
Yeah, it's,
Oh.
She like hates school. She
Yep.
says she's dumb and stuff.
Oh.
But
Yeah.
she's
She's
like
not dumb.
7 or something.
She's not dumb.
Yeah, I would call myself stupid all the time.
All right.
Sad.
Yeah,
Well,
get her.
she's coming out here in June.
I'll diagnose her. It's fine.
Yeah. Just come by.
I'm qualified. If you you spot it if you got it. So
Right.
I'll give her an accuracy.
It's like gaydar.
Yeah.
It's just like that. It's the same part of the brain. They do CAT scans.
Well, we do something on the show called the WOW scale. It stands for Wade or Willie. It's a 5-question quiz. Let's hear that.
Wow, scale. It's happening.
I feel like I died. That's amazing.
And went to heaven?
Yeah, I love this. I love the sounds.
Great. It's a 5-question quiz. If you're more of a 0, you're more of a Wade. If you're more of a 5, you're more of a Willie. If you're in between, you're kind of an Aaron.
Oh, this is gonna be easy.
No wrong answers.
That's
Yeah,
it.
I don't believe in beliefs, so maybe we should start there.
You don't believe in bullies?
Beliefs.
Like Ferris Bueller.
I guess. Does he say that?
He says something like, I don't believe in isms. Or something like that. You guys don't remember that? He's in the shower.
Talking to the camera.
I'm not thinking about what he's saying when he's in the shower.
Thank you very much. I'm like, camera pan down from that mohawk.
He's
Honk, honk.
he's like 17, you guys.
Well, when
No,
you watch
he's
it
an
in-
adult in that
yeah.
movie. I looked it up.
When you watch it in high school too, you're like,
Okay,
yeah.
fair enough.
He
All
knows how
right.
to have a fun day.
Are you ready to be weighed on the WOW scale?
Yes.
First question, 3-parter. Do you believe in aliens? If so, have they visited Earth? If so, have they visited Earth in the last 300 years?
No.
Interesting.
Oh,
Ghosts?
No.
Bigfoot?
Nope.
Okay. Psychics?
Never.
Wow. Are you superstitious?
Mm-mm.
Where are you from?
NorCal. Northern California.
No cow.
NorCal.
Did they say that up there?
No, just
Oh.
me.
it's like
But
knowledge.
I'm trying to get it going.
No,
I've
I
been
love
trying
it.
to get it going for 30 years.
Which
We'll see
part?
what happens. I was born and raised in Stockton, and then I lived in San Francisco. Yeah, I'm from a gang town. Hello. People are laughing. It's a pretty scary place.
He's from Modesto, the one laughing.
Shut the fuck up.
He's from Modesto.
My
That's
dad-
why.
We're catty corner to each other. My dad lived in Modesto when I was growing up.
Were you raised religious?
No, my parents would never.
Okay.
My parents sold drugs to put themselves through college.
What did they say
Interesting.
about religion?
My parents?
Yeah.
My dad was my dad had his doctorate in anthropology archaeology.
Oh.
So he's
an Indiana Jones?
My dad is Harrison Ford.
Whoa.
Wow.
But I grew up by myself in Stockton.
Tell him to stop
by
flying those
myself
planes.
in the woods.
He's got to stop crashing these planes.
He loves it. That's the only reason he started flying
It's
was
his
to crash.
passion.
Was to crash.
Oh.
You didn't know that?
Oh.
Yeah.
No, okay.
No, yeah. So my dad was kind of a scientist, I guess.
Wait, is Breaking Bad based on your dad?
Yeah, all of it.
Whoa.
Anytime you've ever seen anyone involved in any sort of like the sciences, social, any type, it's my dad.
Based on your dad. Wow. So like Ghostbusters.
No, because my dad didn't believe in ghosts.
Oh.
Yeah.
Green
Hmm.
Mile.
Yes, Green Mile. Green Mile.
What
My
science is in Green Mile?
The
bee-
science of miracles.
Yeah, my dad was represented in that film by the bees.
Okay, well you're a 1 on the WOW scale.
Yeah, no, I don't believe in believing in things. It's like, I'm not trying. I won't stop anybody.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to stop anybody else from doing it.
Sure.
But to me, it's just like, it's just like goofums, and I'm like, live your life, have fun.
Yeah.
There's aspects I like I think it's fun. Like, I think tarot cards are like really fun, and I think astrology is really fun, but I don't believe in it.
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
your sign?
I'm a Taurus.
Do
Oh,
you
we
come
should have
here
all
often?
guessed. We don't know signs, though, right?
Sometimes.
What?
Do you come here often?
Are you hitting on me?
Oh, well.
I'm pregnant with your friend's baby, but I'm open for things. We'll see.
Which one is Taurus? Bull?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bullheaded?
Yeah, I'm a little brat.
Means you're stubborn.
Isn't that every sign?
Earth.
Scorpios are brats too.
I'm a little brat.
No,
No, but-
Scorpios
Pisces
are mean.
aren't brats.
I'm like stubborn, earth sign, grounded, love luxury.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
All these
things. I like plants. I like silks.
Spices?
I love spices, but only if they're expansive. I
Saffron
drink saffron tea.
Not that
Whoa.
spice rack stuff. We need
no.
imported spices.
All right, well, you're 1 because you're not superstitious. Otherwise, you would be like a -1. I'm superstitious. It's a trick question.
Oh, so it's about being you. More
It's a
than
Me
it
or
is
Willy.
about-
Or Willy. Yeah.
It's mostly about being Willy. I have 1 question.
Yeah.
Oh, it's more about being Willy.
I have no
Okay.
questions.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also like that you're the woman. I like that it's Wade or Willy.
Yeah. It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
I feel like I'd rather be the or. No offense to the two of
Oh,
you.
that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun. Just being
Yeah.
the little O in the middle.
I am offended.
I'm sorry, babe.
It's
I'm
easy
like,
to do
I
that.
We
would have a
just
hard
got-
time if I hung out with a bunch of me's. Because I'm stubborn about bullshit.
Yeah.
Are you
Well-
stubborn?
Secretly.
I've never seen you be stubborn.
I have.
Openly. I
I've
was
seen you
born.
frustrated.
I'm
you've
a
only,
Scorpio
you've
Sag,
only
like,
seen
I'm
you've only
by,
seen
like,
the very
minutes.
outer layer of Willy.
So you see the
Oh.
Sagittarius Willy.
You see the neon layer of Willy.
Yeah. I've seen Willy frustrated, though. Willy was my basketball coach.
Yeah.
So I've seen Willy, like, have different emotions.
It was weird when I was the coach because like I kept going like I can't be friends with these people because like they have to learn. So it's hard because I'm like if I'm a friend then I don't know.
I don't know. I thought you were friends with everybody. We all loved you. I thought everybody was friends.
Who's the most famous person on that team?
Me. I'm
Mm,
kidding.
It's not very famous.
Well, we didn't have we had a lot of comedy people and comedy writers. We had somebody who worked for NASA. We had doctors from Cedars-Sinai.
Was she always
Aaron McGathy started the team.
the NASA one? Was she always calculating trajectories?
She was.
If you
She-
shoot it at 45
yeah,
degrees,
she would go, you need to let it leave this spot on your finger.
Oh yeah.
And I would go, thanks, Mish.
She really would?
No,
Oh.
not at all. Not at all. But she did really work for NASA, like for real, for real.
And she played in college too, basketball.
She,
right? So
was
she was
fucking good.
Oh,
Yes.
wow.
Yeah. And then just more like girls who played in college started joining the team. And then the team got really good. And I was like, ugh, I
And
should
you
probably leave
washed
this
out.
team.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was team captain though, because I was like a hoot and a holler.
It's like
I
the
was the
first year was
spirit.
comedians. The
Mm.
next year was like a few basketball players, and
Yep.
then all of a sudden it was
Yeah.
basketball players.
Then it was against the spirit of the league.
Yeah.
Uh,
No,
Bunch of
actually,
ringers.
sorry, comedy people, but we were against the spirit of the league.
Oh, really? It was
The
like a more
league was
competitive.
the league, and then we took it over, and then like there was all of these like legit female basketball players who played in like city leagues for forever,
yeah.
and then we kind of ruined
was
it for
competitive
them
for a while.
by like then being just like a bunch of
The
goofums.
Bad News Bears.
And then they'd have to show up to like different gyms are all around the city and stuff. You know, I mean, we goofed that up. It wasn't fair. There was like a legit good street ball team, and I'm sure they were livid when they had to play like 8 different really bad teams in a row because like they weren't being challenged. It probably wasn't fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll bet they loved it.
Yeah, they squirted all over the court.
Yeah, they were just like, we're doing hook shots. You
Yeah.
can't even defend it.
No, yeah, they were all dunking.
Just doing alley oops. 3 shooters.
That was one of the team names.
3 shooters.
Alley oops.
The alley oops.
All right, Willie, hit us with the topic.
Tonight on Real Life Sci-Fi, spirit babies. Do you believe it would be possible to connect or communicate with the soul spirit of the baby inside of you? Our guest tonight is pregnant. Was this always possible? Or did we just tune this out? Or could this be something new as we evolve spiritually? All this tonight and more on Real Life Sci-Fi. Spirit babies.
Also, pre-birth memories.
Oh, yeah.
Also,
I don't know. I feel like
That's right to do that.
You and
I
I
love
need to
it.
talk about like
I know.
the stuff that I'm researching too because I always feel like
You're the
it
woman.
gets left out. Yeah, you're right. I am the woman.
The
I don't
show's
deserve
based on the
same.
patriarchy.
I don't deserve the same.
Sorry, we're a mirror
treatment.
to
Sorry.
society. So you're pregnant. Do you
Yeah,
communicate
people
with
say
your
that.
baby psychically?
Do you think it's possible?
No. Do you guys want better answers?
Do you have?
No,
Wait,
not at all.
You always hear about cravings, right?
Uh-huh.
Don't you think that's coming from the baby?
No.
You don't?
I know it's not.
Why?
I've looked into it. Some people believe that you get specific cravings, and this is what people believe in life too. Like a lot of people with eating disorders believe this is that you only crave things that your body like really needs. Like
Yeah.
if you're craving something, it means your body needs some nutrient from that food.
Minus addiction, right? Like sugar
I
is
gotta
definitely
have
addictive. So like,
spaghetti
you-
bolognese right now.
Sugar's addictive, but it doesn't mean your body needs it. You
Yeah,
know what I
like,
mean? Like
I'm so low on bolognese.
exactly, yeah.
Gotta have it. My
And
body's
so-
asking for it.
That's not true, and neither is, your baby isn't craving anything. They can taste what you eat through the amniotic fluid that they're floating in because they begin to swallow it. It's how they learn to swallow,
That's
and
a
it also helps
cannibalism.
with their lung function.
It's gross.
They're like breathing their pee in there.
Ugh.
They love it.
Babies are
And they're like,
disgusting.
nom, nom, nom.
Yeah, no, all babies are golden shower babies.
Yeah.
I love it. But yeah, you just get cravings because you have these
I
huge
need iron. I need raw blood.
huge hormonal changes.
Well, I guess let's hear more about this, even though we've been totally stonewalled.
Well,
I
mean,
wouldn't stonewall us. Not yet. Don't put us in the corner.
Don't put what?
No.
baby in the corner.
Don't
Thank
put us
you.
there. Thank you. Sorry.
Thank
I
you.
really fucked that one up.
Yeah, well,
It's because I'm drinking coconut water
Oh,
instead of something alcoholic, so my powers are low.
why are you doing that?
I don't know. Just didn't feel like drinking.
Are
Thought
you
I'd
pregnant?
try real. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
She could be.
I think we have an exclusive on our hands.
I don't know if I'm pregnant.
yeah, you don't talk about that.
You don't?
I'm pregnant. I can tell if she's pregnant. I believe I can do that.
Yeah, it gives you psychic abilities. To see if other people
I'll
are
see if our
pregnant.
babies talk, and then I'll let you guys know.
Yeah, what have you sussed out so far?
Yeah. No, I just think that the idea, like, you want to talk more about it, and then I'll tell you.
No,
Yeah, no, go on.
Just the spirit baby thing. I don't know. I think any belief can be incredibly dangerous really easily, really quickly, and that's why I don't like beliefs.
Ooh, that's
me,
interesting. It's like
Yeah.
It makes me so nervous.
I don't want to say it's fear based.
I'm not afraid. Like I'm worried. I'm worried about other people. And as we've seen with, religion or any belief,
Yeah.
things can spiral out of control really fast. Like look at anti-vaxxers.
See, this is the weird thing that because like I believe I'm skeptical too, even though I'm on the crazy end.
Yeah.
But like I feel weird about how easy it is to drop into things. So like if you hire someone to communicate your baby to you, they could accidentally tell you something that could drive you crazy.
Well, hold up. Is that a part of it? You got to hire someone to do
Oh
this?
no! There's a lot of people out there right now that have a service to communicate with your baby before the baby's born.
What the fuck?
Yeah. And
But it's just mediums.
And a lot of beliefs make people think that they're doing something wrong or that they're wrong. Like I watched several videos about spirit babies, and a lot of the time it's essentially blaming women for their own infertility.
Yeah.
And telling them if you change this and this and this about your life, you can then have a baby, which is just insanity.
Which is weird because it feels the ideas come from spiritual based ideology.
Oh yeah, all of it.
Which is weird because I'm like, these are realms that don't really cross over that well.
Yeah, it's
And so it's weird to have your own thing
Yeah.
and to give someone, I don't know, because I watch a bunch of these videos too. And first off, I will say this. I do believe that there are credible mediums out there, but I don't think a lot of them are. I think it's hard and intuitive people, whatever, but I do believe it's possible. And I do believe that I've seen things that make me believe. And this whole idea of a spirit baby comes from a soul cycle. I believe in the soul. I believe
Oh, that's
in,
spin class, right?
in
You gotta get those.
They yell at you, go faster! Pedal faster!
It'd lose the weight if you'd listen to me yelling
Listen
at
to
you.
this music. It's house music.
See, even
Yeah.
Soul Cycle got dangerous.
Yeah.
That fucked people up too.
But like I believe that I am having a human experience and that my soul will move on afterwards, and I believe it could come back. And so in this realm, there's two different belief sets here. One is that, you know, if you want to contact your baby before, it's Larry. He's been here 3 times before, so you know, it's the soul coming back to have another experience, or even alien souls can have human experiences too. This one idea though is that your soul has this cycle too, and so once it like moves, I don't know much about that realm, but then it turns back into a baby soul, and so that it's like
Just reincarnation.
being a baby soul is a part of the cycle. So it's like this baby's not going to remember their past lives because it has gone through stuff and turned into a baby soul waiting to enter the body.
Yeah.
What'd you get from your book?
All right, well, I actually read part of 2 books because this first book, Spirit Babies, fucking infuriated me because, like, most of it is just talking about Catholicism, and I didn't want to.
That was weird. There's so much
I was
religion.
like, why? All of these dog ears, someone's saying that I'm messy for all of these Post-it notes. Fuck you.
Yeah, come down to the studio.
Yeah,
Yeah, say it to her face.
Bring
Say it
books
to
you
her
read.
face.
How
dare
oh my
you.
gosh, people in the chat.
I'll fight somebody while pregnant.
These
We
are all,
got- you
these
know
are
the
all
address.
different instructions in this book on the different ways you can communicate with your spirit baby.
Yeah, who said that? Fuck you. Are you okay?
I'm like really upset. Like,
Honestly,
I'm like on the.
We should walk off.
I cannot take this. Okay, I've already been harassed.
My books
enough.
look like that too. We should leave.
But also, thanks for watching.
yeah,
Yeah,
thanks
yeah,
for
yeah.
watching.
Also, subscribe, donate.
Yeah, so
Smash that like button.
Patreon.
all of these
Rate us on iTunes.
all of these like meditation things were all like, breathe deep, put your right hand on your heart and your left hand on your tailbone behind your 5th chakra and say ho hum he ha, like over and over. I'm like, I don't like this.
Like you're a
Yeah.
giant.
Like you're like you're trying to escape a giant. So I got a different book. It's called, oh my god,
That's
I
a
wrote it
weird
down.
looking one.
Babies Are Cosmic, Signs of Their Secret Life, by Elizabeth Carmen and Neil Carmen, PhD. And this book,
Okay, in what? That's my first question.
I think that he was actually like an environmental biologist, and then he started studying.
That's their favorite thing.
Yeah,
is I'm
I
always
don't
like,
know.
wait, in what? What's the PhD in? Tell me about it. And then they're always like, oh,
You do it flirty like that?
yeah. I'm like, in
Yeah.
what? And they're like, oh, well, my dad was a professor at, and I'm like, exactly. That's how you got into your PhD program. And it's in something weird and unrelated.
I don't think I know any PhDs.
No,
I
a
do.
couple.
Are they snooze fests?
No, they're all hot.
They're
all
hot?
real nice
They're
and
all
funny.
hot beach buddies.
They're like that
yeah, they're
Grey's
all
Anatomy
sexy,
show?
and they're sexy and they're fun, and they love to have a good time. They have really nice cars.
Whoa.
Yeah, you should meet some.
Yeah, introduce me. I want to hang out with them. They sound great.
I will hook you up.
Okay,
Is there an
cool.
app where I can meet them?
Yeah, there is. I just started it.
Is
It's
it
called
Maya?
PH Me.
Yeah, it's called PHU.
PHU.
It's a dating thing. You'll love it.
PHU.
But yeah, this book that I don't know, it got quiet. I assume that's when I start talking.
But you did it as if you'd done something inappropriate a second ago, and then everyone got quiet.
Yeah, this book, it's a whole collection of stories from children about their pre-birth life, pre-conception memories. Like some of these babies were
Yeah.
like, "Hey, mommy, when before I got in your tummy, I was a little worm, and there was lots of little worms with me, and we had a
Yeah.
race, and I was the
Gross.
last one."
Yeah, kids are known liars.
That's like a
Yeah.
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 They are. They're known liars. It's a fact.
No, they are. They're testing.
It's been
they're,
researched.
they're
Kids
testing
lie.
their. Yeah.
Yeah, but okay.
They're trying to
so
see what
this,
they can get away
This book is
away
saying
with.
that
They're
there's
like sociopaths.
that there's 12 different things to tell when people are lying, and especially children, because like nobody trusts children. Nobody thinks about children as being. It's like a 17th century idea that children are born into this world as a blank slate. That it was understood before in cultures before that babies are actually coming to this world fully conscious. They can feel pain. Like they used to do surgery on babies and just paralyze their bodies and not give them any anesthetic because they thought, they won't remember this. And these people grew up traumatized. Like, it was, but like these stories are just like really interesting.
I don't know what's
There's a lot
wrong
of
with
weird
me. I'm afraid
ones.
of sharp objects.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like what?
Like 1% of adults that they talked to, interviewed, said that they had like circumcision memories,
I don't believe it.
and that they're
I don't
just
believe
like
it.
terrified.
And then ask those same people, did you get your son circumcised? I guarantee you they say yes.
Ooh, interesting.
I guarantee you they say yes. See, this is the thing, is I think most people are full of shit. God bless everybody. Like, and whoever he or she is. But like most people are full of shit, especially kids. And I just think, I don't know, like, it's too much for me.
Wait, but what are some
This
of
is
these
why I don't
memories?
like belief.
Though?
It's too dangerous.
Okay, let me find some.
I will say real quick while she's looking up stuff. Like, my kid, when he was about 3, he started saying stuff. He woke up, and I was like, "Did you dream about something?" He's like, "Yeah, I dreamed about my old home." He's like, what was your old home? And he's like, "Oh, it was before."
Yeah.
And you weren't my. He's like, you're my dad now, but I had a different dad. And
I love it. Like I celebrate that.
yeah, it was great to like. Then we
Yeah.
would interview him because for like the next couple weeks he had dreams about his other home.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, you weren't there. I didn't have toys." But he was. But I asked how old he was, and I think he said he was like. I think he said 32, and I'm like, I didn't think he knew that number at that point. I know that it may have.
No, it's
heard
great.
it, but it was pretty cool going like, oh, this is weird. Because I mean, I've always thought that if there is a recycling of souls coming into, there's a reason why that information is cut off, because it has nothing to do with our experience now. Otherwise, we would have retained some of that information. So.
Mines are magical. I think it's rad, and I like love imagination, and I think in children we should do everything we can to foster it. But I was watching videos from you sent me a link to a woman who believes in these spirit babies, and she wrote a book about it and stuff. But it gets dangerous fast. The second video in, she said that she thinks people are born into certain races.
Yeah, and she said they choose their religion. I'm like, what?
Yeah, and once you start to get into that territory, it starts to get dangerous. And then she also said that for her second child, she had a spirit baby communication with it, and that the reason she was having pregnancy symptoms like restless leg syndrome and nausea was because that she or her baby in a past life, one of them drowned the other. And the thing is like, this woman is going to tell this child this story. Like, because her whole life is built around the spirit baby theory.
Yeah.
And
she's going to treat that as fact and push that onto the baby.
It's going to mess that kid up.
But like, this is why I don't watch these YouTube videos. I read books because I'm like, people are insane.
La-di-da. She reads books.
No. I'm just saying, like, people are crazy. You fall down like a YouTube hole, and people are just like talking because they're lonely and like making shit up or they believe it. Whereas I just feel like this is like, these are doctors from all around the world reporting these stories, and like they form a hypothesis around it. And I don't know, it's just interesting to think that these kids have these memories between like 2 and 4. They said some 33% of kids have these kind of memories, and a lot of them correlate with each other. Like kids that would have no idea after 4 or 5, like 5 or 6, they start forgetting these things and they don't have any of these memories. There was a kid that would cry at night because he said that he couldn't remember his mother's voice anymore, his real mother's voice. And he kept saying it over and over. He never changed his story. He started making machines, like taping shit together. It was real cute sounding, like taping cups and things together to try and make a machine to hear his mother's voice again. And when that didn't work, he's like, this isn't going to work. I need to make a time machine. And she's like, well, how? Like, you can't.
She's fucking codependent.
I
Get
don't know.
over it.
It's just crazy because
Oh
he
my
said that
God.
he seemed
I
like
think
he
it's gonna
really believed it.
But it's gonna, I think, fuck him. He will stop believing it at some point. I've had a lot of experience with kids. I was a nanny for a really long time. Infant and toddler were my specialties. I took a lot of classes. I did a lot of stuff with it. You know, that kid will forget that and get over that at some point. Like, despite what they're saying. And a lot of parents want attention for things. And I think fostering the kid having those ideas and letting him build machines and stuff like that is going to cause more damage in the long run than being like, hey, I love that you're saying that and believing that. I think that's awesome. I think the imagination is beautiful, and maybe explaining, you know, that we can imagine things and picture things. And I mean, because like, none of that is proven. Like, none of it is actually proven.
But then he'd
It
be like,
hasn't gone through the
don't
Yeah.
patronize me, you
processes.
condescending bitch. Because
He
he's
won't-
like,
he
because he's
won't.
like
But
actually
here's-
50.
Yeah,
He's just
you can
some old
explain
50-year-old
to
man.
things to kids
Yeah.
in a way though where you're respecting what they're seeing, what they're believing, things like that, and still be capable of getting through to them and like bringing them back to some sort of basis in reality. Because otherwise, they will spiral and they will create their own trauma.
There was an instance of a kid that, I mean, a lot of these kids talked about like bigger Earth or other Earth or coming from up there, stuff like that. And there was one kid that said, well, they also know more things. That's where they'll all be going. We will be old men when we leave Earth, but my son doesn't know what that means yet. Jacob says when Earth blows up from the blue star, we will have other Earths to go to. The bigger Earth will last longer than this Earth. We will all go to new Earth, and I want to be your baby there as well. I want to hold my hand tight, and when we leave Earth, we can stay together and not get lost. We might speak in new types of words on this new Earth, and you can teach me to speak and read the words again. And then if you look up Blue Star, there is an actual like Hopi belief called the Blue Star Kachina, in where the blue star, which is our sun, supposedly explodes and kills this planet. And like, maybe that's a stretch.
I love this.
Maybe that's a stretch to say like, maybe he's just making this up. But it just seems like a crazy thread to follow. And like, I
Not
feel
to
like
me,
parents,
that's every religion. Every religion has something come from the sky. Every religion has aliens. Every religion has things leaving Earth. And like, so if this kid was at all exposed to Christianity, which most, if he was American or Western European, you know, he can get those ideas easily from that.
Yeah,
I don't know.
think
Like,
this
but
kid,
see, this is me. Like, I just am like, absolutely not. There's
You-
reasons behind
this is a
for everything.
non-religious family. They don't go to church. He's a 3-year-old from the United States.
He heard it from somebody else, I'm telling you. From a grandparent, from a kid at school, a kid at preschool. It's the same thing as like ghosts. I'm like, we just don't know. We hallucinate a lot more than we think we do. People hallucinate all the time. Look, everybody hates me. I knew it.
No.
I knew
no,
it. Look,
no.
even Wade's angry.
Oh, that's just his face, though.
I'm not.
Even Wade's angry. I don't even want to look at the chat.
No, the chat loves you. They're all like, Emily's here.
The chat's
Oh
on,
my gosh,
on your
hey
side.
guys. I'm lobbying to get a show in this room. I've been trying to get a show in this room. I'm telling everybody, I'm like, guys, get me hooked up. Bother them, annoy them, demand me.
Yeah.
I've seen I've seen some things that from stories of reincarnation that make me lean towards yes, I believe in this, but this information wasn't supposed to get through because there's no purpose to it. I know I kind of said that earlier, but I'm just like
To what?
trying to continue that thread that like I do believe that, and also in the same vein, it could be instead of a past life, you've taken somebody else's existence, that spark of electricity that was their life, and you interpret it as your life. That information may have gotten to you, but it's not actually your information, because
Yeah.
we're all connected, you know, and
Yeah.
that ownership. But
Yeah, there is real magic. I mean, trees communicate through their root systems and stuff. Like, there's
Yeah.
magic. Like, I do know that, you know, there's no way we can. And I love the idea of reincarnation. I love it. I just don't believe in it.
What do you believe in? I know that you don't believe in anything, but like when you die, what do you
Science.
think? just avoid?
I don't believe. Yeah, I don't believe in the spirit. So that there's nothing. To me, there's nothing after you die, and I think that's fine. Like, isn't this enough?
I think.
Isn't this, like, how fucking amazing is this? How insane! Look at this goo suit that like can communicate and have these ideas and connect to others. Like, how fucking just magical is it already? Why do we need more?
Well, it's weird because when you do believe in less, it does make you appreciate this more.
Yeah, like, why do we need more? I don't need more. I'm so excited.
And I
love
have
it
that
all.
perspective because I've always felt weird about, like, I always end up harping on Christians, but like having the idea that like, well, I'm going to be great in heaven. Like,
no, you're not.
Like the idea of positioning yourself because you're going to have a better afterlife. I'm like, that's kind of a messed up way.
I
to
heard
not
that in
appreciate
heaven
this
the trucks are even bigger. Dude.
Yeah. In heaven, you can coal roll God. You can coal roll God, and God's always on a moped, and you fucking.
And they're all
everyone
electric.
from hell has to drive Teslas in heaven, and we can coal roll them all.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's gonna be so fun, dude.
So no, nothing. I'm satisfied. I think
I'm satisfied too, but it is
enough.
fun to think about, right? Like,
yeah, absolutely.
like
I mean,
reincarnation is great.
don't get me wrong.
What
I
about
read books on like I have the encyclopedia of all world
la-di-da,
religions.
you have
But
an
also I'm anti-religion
encyclopedia.
because all religions are anti-women. Like all major religions,
Yeah,
all
yeah.
of them, every single one. And people who are like, no, it's not. I'm like, you better get to reading. Like, yeah, it's so if like my thing is like if you're against
Most
me,
governments are anti-women
I'm against all
until
of them.
recently.
Again, all of them.
Yeah.
Again, all of them. There's always somebody involved in there who's trying to stop me.
What about simulation theory? Have you?
Yeah, I'm a simulationist.
You
Are
are?
you?
No. That's because, again, it involves belief, and belief can be dangerous because I also know a lot of young men who believe that this is a simulation and it allows them to like feel like they can just be fucking dicks in the world. So, like, and there's a lot of people
think about
who
that too.
it gives them the wrong kind of freedom.
Well, but they're gonna be dicks. They'll justify it no matter what. They would
Right,
find
but
a reason to
Why
be
give
a
them
dick.
a reason to? Why not just go?
But-
Nope, that's
but-
not true.
Getting back to the weird problematic thing about like choosing your race and stuff like that. If this were a video game, I specifically chose the easiest level. And you guys all were like, oh, that's a little too easy. I'm gonna do like a little harder. You're second.
But
You're probably second.
to anybody who
I'm
like
queer,
knows
dude.
us, they'd say you probably have the oldest
that
soul.
wasn't-
So like you,
Being queer was not fun in high school. I got spit on by Michelle.
Okay, well then maybe you're last, but
I'm
you're
kidding.
white.
It's not a competition. I do have it better than you.
But I don't know. I think that's fun to think about. But that's also a justification of like, oh, society's not that bad. They wanted it to be harder. They
it's
chose.
just everything can so easily get dangerous. Like,
Right.
If you start believing anything, it can really easily get dangerous. And a lot of the times it does turn out bad. A lot of the time. And so I'm just, and I'm not anti-religion. Like, I'm like, have your religion, I love like tradition and what's it called when you do the same thing?
routine,
Ritual.
yeah.
Like I like
Insanity.
Yes. I'm all for I'm like, yeah, do your thing, but also at the same time, like my thing is that I say your thing is not safe. And I think that's okay to do because so many people do get caught up in it. And like spirituality is as dangerous as organized religion to me. Like if you look at like
that's
people
interesting.
people who are anti-vax, like the anti-vax movement started a lot within different spirituality movements, having nothing to do with Christianity or other.
It's like crunchy moms.
Like I want to do
Yeah.
this character that's this yogi that like, is trying to is convinced in his own head that he can bring everyone else their spirituality. It's like that's not what you're supposed to be doing here. Like when you put yourself above everyone else in that realm, then you become what you don't believe it.
Well, and when something becomes belief, that just, for people, makes all bets off. Once someone truly believes something, that's when you can go straight to shit. Straight to like, why am I sucking this guru's dick right now? Oh, right, because I believe. And it's dangerous. I mean, don't get me wrong, I will suck a guru's dick.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Any of them.
His cum makes you enlightened.
Yeah.
That's what they say.
I just think the protein makes me stronger. I don't believe
They
things.
just have a good diet and you're actually getting nutrition. Down.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I don't want to see people, belief, can fuck people up. And me making fun of belief, like, might hurt somebody's feelings for a second, but it's not going to, like, bankrupt them. So,
Yeah, I definitely believe in a lot of lame things. And Aaron, I want to ask you, like, in this realm, do you believe in spirit babies?
I don't know if I believe in. I don't know, because I did read a lot of the stories in here, and it is pretty compelling stuff. The other book, it felt too woo for me. It felt very like namaste. See you next week, everyone. Make sure
Like
you
and
almost said see you
subscribe.
next Tuesday.
Yeah, I almost said see you next Tuesday.
Call her a cunt, Aaron.
Yeah,
Go
yeah.
for it.
But there was a lot of other stories. Like there was a story from a family that did IFV, in vitro fertilization. Anyone that doesn't know that, they had
if they don't know, it's good that you mumbled through it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
In vitro fertilization. And they had 8 embryos frozen. They fertilized one. It came to term, and the kid for like a long time in their twos, like once they started talking, started having nightmares all the time. They had to take them to
Welcome to the club.
They had to take the kid to like a therapist, like a child therapist, and the kid was saying that like he's having this nightmare over and over. He's like, my brothers and sisters are they're trapped in the cave. They're trapped in the cold. We have to help my brothers. I have 5 brothers.
Oh my
gosh. And 2 sisters, and they need me. And then it was just weird because the kid had no idea that there was 5 male embryos and 2 female embryos still frozen in IFB, and that now as they're studying kids in these like ongoing studies in like Japan and stuff where this stuff is more readily accepted, kids that are coming out of IFV are having these like memories of being in the cold and like waiting their turn.
See,
and
this
stuff
is
like that.
dangerous for me too,
That's
though.
cool.
See, and because what I'm hearing is I'm hearing pro-life, and so that's where this can head. Like that's where this can head. Like that's why for me, it's any belief can become dangerous really quickly.
Wow.
It's like, oh, people believe this, and then it's like, no, my child remembers the other embryos. Here is where life begins.
That
You know what
sperm
I
you spilled
mean?
on the ground, like.
Yeah,
I know
like,
it'll never get to the
Yeah,
against
but,
guys,
like,
you know.
and then
They'll
it
blame
can,
a girl
it
for
can
not
spiral really
using
quickly,
it.
and it's like, oh no, people aren't going to believe that, and it's like, no, people believe that now, and we're going through it, and women are losing their rights. And if I accidentally am in the wrong state, and my kid shits itself, and I get sepsis and start dying, I might just have to die.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So to me, my brain's always like, and jumping like 20 steps ahead.
There were stories in here of women being like, I wasn't ready. In my mind, I was like, fuck, I'm pregnant. I can't do this. And then, I had a spontaneous miscarriage like the next day. And then when I later did have a child, that kid was like, I almost came to you, at this point, but you weren't ready. So I left. Like the kid said that. How would like a 3-year-old know?
Because 3-year-olds say
That's
crazy
cool.
shit all the time.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a bunch of stuff about kids being like, I chose you, mommy. I chose you and daddy. I got you and daddy together. Like,
I would
do you remember
fucking
this?
give my kid up for adoption in a second. Like all of these stories to me, and I'm like, this child is terrifying.
I asked some of
Get
our
them out of my
friends,
home.
actually. I asked some of our relatives and our friends that have kids, like, if any of them have stories about this. And a couple of them did come back and be like, my cousin was like, yeah, actually, Allie used to talk about my great-grandpa Wally for a long time, but she's never met him. I've never shown him a picture. No one's ever talked about him, because why would they? And stuff like that.
Yeah, because he was a dick.
I don't know, just weird stuff. Like Shannon said that
Because he was a murderer.
I got a Grandpa
and the
Wally.
child recalled
You got a
We're
him.
never
Grandpa
gonna
Wallace.
talk about that motherfucker.
my friend Shannon, our friend Shannon, she said her kid swears that he has 2 children, grown children in the United States. And she's asked him a couple different times. And I'm like, I don't know if I believe that, but that's crazy.
I don't know. I've spent a lot of time with lots of kids, and they say some crazy shit. I had a friend whose daughter used to be like, "You're my real mother. I was in your belly," and I'm always like, "Yes, you were." Like for fun, you know what I mean? But like, we all knew the truth. We all talked about it honestly. But yeah, I think kids say crazy stuff. I don't know. I can't like.
Yeah, no. I'm not trying to convince anyone. It's just I read a lot of these, and I'm just like,
I'm not
this is
trying to convince anybody,
crazy.
but I need to send you this book.
No, and they have multiple books, and like it's like a lot of the same stuff, but like different studies and things. But it's just crazy.
Shauna had a-
crazy.
Shauna had a situation where she was having a dream one time when she was pregnant.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Oh, wait a minute. This isn't my dream. This might be Moose's dream."
Oh, see, but I think it's cute. Like,
Right?
see, that's the thing is like, I love things for other people, and like when you get pregnant and you're like, I'm talking to my baby, I'm gonna be like, I fucking love it. You know,
Yeah.
I love it. But my pregnancy, I'm like, I fucking hate this kid. This is a nightmare. I'm in constant pain. I am always stressed out. You know, every doctor's appointment's like a new nightmare. Like now they're like
Freddy Krueger's there.
Yeah, swear every time.
Whoa.
Oh, my doctor's Freddy Krueger.
But the actor's there
Oh.
too.
Yeah.
Ron.
That was New Nightmare,
England?
right?
Didn't he pass away?
Robert England.
Robert England.
No, he's alive.
Is
Did he die? Oh,
Has he
boy.
been visiting you in your dreams?
I don't know.
Wait
Well,
a second.
am I asleep
It's
right
Yeah.
now?
Baby. No, yeah, just it's always you know, and a lot of people are like, pregnancy's beautiful, and I'm like, no, that's not true too. I think that's also a belief.
That's propaganda, so that you'll get pregnant, right?
Thank you very much. Well, and it's also like we humans are bad with memory. We don't. There have been studies that say we don't recall pain. Like we don't technically recall pain in the way that like you can't truly remember actual
Yeah,
pain.
yeah. Your brain can block it off also because it's protection from not feeling
your
it.
brain shuts it down. Yeah, so it can remember things related to pain, but you can't feel that same pain again. And so I think a lot of people like, and then your brain changes once you have your child if you're the person with a uterus. So your brain, your brain chemistry actually changes because it needs to bond you to this child so you'll protect it. And so I think for a lot of people after they give birth, they're like, brain chemistry. And then they're like, it was amazing.
Yeah. I would
It
do
was
it again. Everyone should do
amazing.
it.
Yeah.
What do you think
I'm
about-
going to do it again.
What do you think about women that have like orgasms during their pregnancy?
I like that can
Sluts.
that could totally you know what? Yeah, they're hers. No, I think that could totally be true. I mean, I
Pedophiles.
think if there's something, you know, because also now we know that the clit is like this massive organ that
Uh-huh.
also is internal.
Mhm.
And so I think, yeah, if a giant head is rolling past it, sure, it can stimulate it. I'd believe that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, is that up for debate? I thought that was just a thing.
No, I mean some people.
That all women come while giving birth.
I mean, so-
No, not that all do, but that it's a thing.
I don't know. Some people don't even know that that's a thing.
Do they all
a lot of
shit?
women don't even know how to come.
No.
Yeah. See,
They don't all
that's a thing
shit?
too.
It's true.
That is a sad,
It is
sad
such a huge thing. And my favorite thing to tell groups of men is, you've all been faked on.
Yeah.
It's my, mwah, and they all think they haven't, and then I get sopping
I
wet
definitely
thinking
haven't.
about how stupid
I
they
definitely haven't because I've never been with anyone. So.
Wade's a virgin. Do you know
Yep.
that? He's
Virgin.
saving himself for his wife.
He's saving himself for Bigfoot.
Yeah. They're waiting.
Yeah. I do love this Bigfoot.
Thanks.
Did
Will-
you make that Bigfoot?
Willie and I worked on it.
I
Willie
love
made
that
the
Bigfoot.
shape and the thought and the lines, and then they missed
I
an
made a
episode.
cardboard thing in an hour.
I don't think any of my girlfriends have ever cared enough about me to fake it.
I don't know if that's true.
No, most of them, we just want it over.
They're just laying
It's
there.
time for nap.
Just want
time
it
for
over.
sleeping time.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, and also like, I don't know, I had sex for a long time too before like I actually, because I wasn't like a big masturbator when I was young.
Mm.
I didn't, you know what I mean? I didn't
Yeah.
know. And so like I had sex for a long time and was like, oh yeah, I'm coming. Oh boy, buddy, am I coming? I'll probably squirt. Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? You know. But that's also just urine, so we should probably get into that as well.
Yeah, it's urine,
That's a
right?
conspiracy.
No, it's not urine.
It's urine.
They've
It's not
tested
urine.
it.
Yeah, but it's because it mixes with whatever urine's in your urethra at the time.
It's pee-pee.
It's not pee-pee.
I think it
pee-pee.
is. I
No
think
way.
it's pee-pee.
It's pee. Well, there's only one way to test it. Now we all have to fuck up
Oh
screen.
man,
Eh.
And
That'll
then
be
see
in
if
the
it's
more-
urine.
that'll be in the more sci-fi.
Here's what you do: take a bunch of vitamin C and then make it happen.
Why?
Because then it'll be bright yellow, neon yellow. Well, I get, but there's pee in it, so never mind. It'll still be.
It'll
So
still be
Willie
yellow.
is a scientist. Does the conversation usually steer to women squirting once you guys get like this
Just
far
when you're
in?
here. Just when you're here.
Right.
This
so
might
you
be
take,
the first time we've ever talked about squirting, but we have talked about if it's pee or not, so that can't be true. But I don't know if we've done it
Wait,
on
you
the
guys
main
have
show.
already talked about that?
I think so.
Oh, this is my
be
dream.
a good
vitamin C
topic,
and
like a full
asparagus.
topic.
You take both of those
Ew.
and then have a night.
Ew. It just stinks.
Have a night.
Ugh.
Just fucking work that clit.
Wait, what are you superstitious
Anyone else
about?
ashamed?
Oh, just in general, I'm kind of like I believe in like fate and like yeah, just kind of like luck and stuff like that.
Sports? Do you change your
Like I'm the
jerseys if-
best writer in the world and I can't get hired.
There was a study about that, and I got to talk to you.
Yeah.
What was the study? They studied me?
Yeah.
Wait,
not the-
love him or hate him?
You
I'm not
weren't
the
the
best.
best writer in the world.
I don't agree with that study.
In the world. No, yeah, well, but that's the thing is like, yeah, life is luck, but that's not a superstition.
Well, no, but like with sports and stuff, I find myself even though
sports.
even though it's completely irrational, I find myself going like, well, I wore this hat and they won, so I'll wear this hat again. And it's like I don't expect it to do anything, but
It's
but
just
I
kinda
do
cute.
still sort of do it. It's
Yeah.
adorable.
It's just
And
kind of
I'm
cute.
very
It's
adorable.
not. I'm not like, oh, what a superstition. Like,
Right.
oh, you got to spit on a baby 3 times to protect it.
I
Like,
do believe in that because
Yeah.
I spit on every baby that I
Love
see.
spitting on
No, I'm Italian, so there's a lot of weird Italian superstitions that are really wild. Yeah.
Are
Oh
you-
yeah, they spit on babies in certain regions.
Wait,
wow.
have you done?
Let me tell
Do
ya.
you know the gender?
I mean, I know the
Is
sex,
that something that?
but not the gender.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Somebody.
You don't get
look-
us on our. You don't get us on our show. You
Yeah,
don't get to get
yeah,
us.
I'm gonna spend the whole show buzzing all of you. Let's get these boys canceled.
Oh my god.
Well-
please.
I feel like the term sex is offensive, so I don't use that term.
That doesn't work.
No,
You
it does
can't
because
reverse
I'm
it. You
changing the
can't
rules.
Reverse this on
I'm
me.
changing all the rules.
It's going to be a boy.
Oh, it is. Oh, well, okay.
Oh.
So, are you going to get him
Congrats.
circumcised?
Thanks. No,
Okay.
I'm not. I think it's weird.
That's like a weird mutilation.
I think it's weird, too. We
thing.
didn't do
I
either.
think it's super weird. I think it's completely unnecessary. It's like,
weird.
oh, you. Like,
Here's why it's necessary, though,
it's,
because you're gonna have to like get a Q-tip or something and like clean it.
no,
That's
it's
not as-
how it
that's
works.
not as dirty as-
That is not how it works.
That's a religious lie.
You're gonna have to.
Yeah, no, that's not how
You're
it
gonna
works.
have
That's
to.
big circumcision
you-
getting
you're gonna
in
have
your
to
brain.
roll
oh my
it up
gosh.
like a condom and.
Look at that.
Oh my god.
What's happening?
Oh.
What is this?
It's
Oh,
a
it's so cute.
it's a baby onesie with a fanny pack ironed onto it.
I always have a fanny pack.
All right, so
some of us
instead
wear
of giving
fanny
her real life sci-fi merch, you just
Yeah,
made
what
your
the
own
heck?
stupid Willy thing.
Good.
You could have done this at any time.
I
My
thought it was
baby's
gonna have
just
our
gonna be
logo
a
on it.
Willy.
I
Me
got
too.
really
So
impressed
cute.
for a
Yeah,
second.
me
So
too.
much just to Willy.
Yeah, no, you should only thank him because
Well,
it's
ours
very
is from
selfishly
T-Plug
only his
tablet-
gift.
T-Public, so it comes like in a month. They take
I know. I don't know
forever.
why it hasn't gotten here yet.
The baby's gonna be a different size by the time it gets here.
Yeah, it'll be like 50 years old.
But yeah, boy, uncircumcised. It's just, it just seems kind of barbaric to me. I don't know. I wouldn't circumcise a girl, and they're harder to clean than boys,
Fuck yeah.
uncircumcised.
That's
So-
a good.
It's true. Yeah.
Whatever.
Wait, why do you want my son's dick cut?
Oh,
You're
man,
so
I'm just-
invested in my son's
I'm
dick.
gonna
We're
be
gonna
like-
talk about that in the more. We're gonna
I'm
talk
only-
about that.
Why do
in
you
the
care
more.
about my son's
You're the only
dick?
guy with a cut dick.
Oh, you don't want to be. Most dudes are though in the
Yeah.
U.S. You're not the only one. Most dudes aren't. Most uncut dudes are the
Yeah,
the
but then when I
rarity.
go to the locker room as a grandpa, all the kids are gonna be like, "What's wrong with his dick?"
yeah,
and I'm
that's
gonna be like,
true.
"Back in my day, we didn't have a choice."
Yeah, it's from a bygone era for sure.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, "Why is it so soft?" But it's also definitely hard because the hood's not up.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Is that the way it works? I don't know.
yeah, no.
The hood.
When it gets hard, it comes out of the uncircumcised part.
Like a turtle.
Yeah, it comes out. It grows.
Okay.
And 1% of the population remembers that. So,
So
just remember that.
Okay. Well, I think we got to wrap it up here. I don't know. We're over time.
I hate going
Yeah.
over it because there's no way to tell when we need to
How
sign
long
off.
are we gone?
I've-
Yeah. You got any?
Oh, so we're like barely over. So we can keep going a little bit. You got anything else to say about psychic babies? What do you think of that movie, Baby Geniuses?
I am. Now I'm put on the spot. It's the one thing that'll stress me out. I told you that's the one thing not to bring up. I was in that movie.
What?
Nope. That was a prank on Wade again.
Wade's very prankable.
A guy from our hometown is in that movie.
Really?
Yeah, his name's Cal Howard, and when we were in like middle school, he was like the toast
Who's
of
we?
the town.
Where are you from?
Me and Willie, we grew up together.
Shut the fuck up.
Well,
That's
high
my
school,
dream.
high school. We didn't grow up together. High school.
But that's so cute.
Yeah, I used to hang out with his sister, so I always knew him. And then in college, we started hanging out and started making videos.
Oh my! Where did you guys grow up?
Loveland, Colorado.
That is so cute. Oh, yeah, I
Um,
knew you were from Colorado.
So this Cal Howard guy, he was like in a couple movies, and then he was on the front page of like our local paper like constantly.
Yeah, and he was from the Crosstown High School, and we haven't made our paper
Oh.
yet. Dang it.
Wait, that's bullshit.
I was asked to be in the Loveland High Hall of Fame, and I turned him down.
Oh, you were? That's awesome.
Yeah, because I feel like a huge fraud, and if they put me in there, it's like, well, that's the end of my career.
Why do you feel like a fraud?
Are you on the Wikipedia at least?
For what?
Your high school.
I don't know.
Oh,
I
no.
doubt it.
Whoa.
I'm not. There's a bunch of murderers that have been.
I don't
but
even
not
have a
me.
Wikipedia page.
What?
I don't either, yeah.
It's
That's
a
weird.
stub, or what do they call the ones that aren't anything?
I don't have a
Stubs?
Wikipedia page either.
For your high school?
Oh no, I mean for me personally.
Oh.
Did that sound insane?
No, that's what I said.
Yeah, no. I'm always shocked by that. Every time I look myself up.
Me too. I'm like, what's going on here? Why is no one
Right.
taking
Why
the time
is-
to make me a Wikipedia
I'll make
page?
you a Wikipedia page for the best writer in the world.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's great.
Charlie
That's the
Kaufman?
only
He's already got
best,
one.
right? Yeah, the greatest. Yeah, there was a study done in 2020.
Of the best writers in the
Yeah.
world.
I don't mind not having one. I just feel weird when I look up like different reality people that have them. Like, what? Like, you shouldn't have one either.
What if I say best unemployed writer in the world?
That's nice. You can say that.
You know, we
You
just need to
wouldn't-
have an
that
award
still
show
doesn't-
for
It's
it.
not
Still
as
doesn't happen.
impressive.
True.
Ooh.
I mean, it's more
Yeah.
specific,
Let's do it.
but not as impressive.
I just want to be the best at something.
What have you? What are you doing? What do you have going on, man? Do you have a pilot you're trying to throw around there? What's going on? Are you being lazy? Let's get into this.
Oh my God, are you kidding me? I have bad representation, and I give them material, and nothing ever comes of it.
Man, I should be your manager. No experience, but I'm ready to roll.
Right?
No experience, but I mean, I know a lot of people in the biz, baby.
I'm always
Ooh, she
torn
said
because
the
I'm,
biz. That must mean it's true.
Oh, you mean the industry?
We call it the biz.
Oh, shit. I'm learning so much already.
I'm just like, whenever I think about trying to get an agent or manager, I'm like, hey, let me just give you a list of the people that I currently know that have TV shows, and then I'll get work. You just got to submit me.
I know. I when I moved to LA, I moved here because someone famous told me to move here, and I was like, it's gonna come on. Come on. Like this is gonna be so easy. It's embarrassing. It's gonna be easy. But man, what a nightmare this place is.
Yeah, it's a real trash pile.
It's terrifying, and I have no confidence. So like, look, I know it seems like I do, but that's all, this is for fun. But like, I have no confidence, and like, that's really, it takes a lot of that confidence and luck. Those are the two things.
My career is nothing because I believe in myself, but until I have to.
Right. Oh man, I can't even tell you how many big auditions that I always fuck up. One, because I'm dyslexic, so it's like makes memorizing really, really difficult. But man, did I fucking wreck a Daily Show audition. You know what I mean? And like, and in front of people, like where you're there and you're like, I know I'm funny. I know I can do this. And then you get into it and then you start cussing in the audition because you're upset with yourself that far, bad. And I'm like, just give me the job. I can do the job. But no.
I mean, Willie and I's first pitch that we ever did is the most embarrassing story of my life.
Oh, so good. So good. The one thing I did sell to Comedy Central, my friend had to pitch it for me because she knew how bad I am at pitching.
We did a Chicago Bull style intro for ourselves after the meeting had already started.
Okay, but you need to clarify. You need to clarify. So here's the thing. Here's the thing. We got bad advice, right? We were told it needs to be like a fucking thing, and so we got to the room.
2003.
It's a show for the show. Kill me.
Kill me for real. We got to the room. We're sitting down with them.
Yeah.
And I'm like, thank God we don't have to do that fucking thing that I hate, that Chicago Bulls intro thing. And the guy who got us the meeting was there, and he goes, hey, real quick, before we get started, they have like a little thing planned
that they want to show you.
We left the room.
Played a cassette.
Played the fucking song. And then we entered like we were the Chicago Bulls, like entering.
That's my dream.
They offered us PA jobs. They said you should go to the office.
They didn't even offer us. They said, go down to the thing and say you want to be PAs.
Look,
harshest no. Harshest no.
Energy. Go sign up.
Like, not even like, we'll let you know. Like, definitely we are not giving you this.
Are fast runners.
These guys are really funny. Let's keep them around. PAs.
No,
PAs.
no, these guys are people we want to fucking make fun of and have a good time.
I was despondent for the rest of the day, and this guy who got us a meeting was like, "What's wrong?" And I was like, "What's wrong?" There was a moment I was so fucking nervous that like, and also, okay, oh God, even it gets worse.
Oh my God.
So we each had like our section or whatever, and we're sitting at the table, and for whatever reason we decided to stand up when it was our section. Like, what are we doing? So it's like a high school presentation.
So good.
So I stand up to do my section, and I am visibly just like shaking and like, because
you're just sweating in the crotch.
I was fine. I was fine until we had to do that intro, and that launched me into fucking now I'm a fucking nervous wreck.
I forgot that we all stood up. Like, that's probably never happened before.
Oh,
so they said to me, they stopped me,
unless
and
you get angry.
They stopped me and said, "We're just people. Take a drink." And I had a bottle of water, and I drank like the entire fucking thing.
Well, number one, no, they're not. They're not just people. They're in development. And I hope this makes me never get hired or sell anything. People in development are not people. They're not human. I'll say it. I have friends in development, and I'll tell them to their damn faces, you are inhuman.
It was the worst.
Yeah.
And I feel like it fucked me up. I never had anxiety until then. Now I'm medicated. And I think it all started there. Like, it fucked me up, man.
No, yeah. Yeah, no, God, man, I want meds so bad. I hate being pregnant, man. I have fucking OCD. I have PTSD. I'm doing EMDR for my PTSD right now. So I'm like trying to do like this intensive recall therapy while pregnant. My life's a nightmare. And it's like, man, if it weren't for mental health, I'd be floating in my pool right now. I wouldn't know any of you.
Yeah, no.
It's hard. It makes everything that much fucking harder.
Well, we should talk more about that because I have questions about that what's it called?
I think that's the order.
EMDR?
Yeah, it's the I do it. You do it with different things. You can do it with rapid eye movement.
Yeah, okay, but save it though because I want to talk about it on the bonus.
No, it's now or never.
Well, we're gonna talk about it. I just want to entice our listeners and viewers here. Go to patreon.com/RealLifeSciFi, and we're going to continue this conversation with our good friend Emily Candini about all of this fun stuff.
Yeah, for $1, you get the conversation we had before, which was without Emily. It's just about what we did this week. For $5 to $8, you can get the after, which is like an hour to 2 hours, where we talk more about the topic and then more about just like other random stuff.
Yeah, we go a little crazy, and
It's
this was
pretty
kind of a
fun.
preview to it because this felt a lot like the after show already.
Yeah,
we completely
Yeah.
abandoned the topic. I'm sorry about that.
I should just stop reading books for the show.
What? Well,
I love it. Are you kidding me?
Oh,
If
but
I-
here's the
just
thing.
like- I
No,
just-
no,
I
but
read-
here's the thing. If you have more to say, we're gonna
Yeah,
get back into
we'll
that
get back
also.
into it in the thing.
So
Wait,
if
what's the max? What's the big donation? Is there a huge one?
there's a $50 one, we'll read your ad.
Yeah, we'll do like an ad for you for like a month.
If somebody
For a month.
does $250, I'll go on a date with them.
Oh,
But only while I'm pregnant. You got a short window.
yeah.
You gotta
yeah.
meet me pregnant. We gotta tell the waitress it's our first date, and we have to make it fucking weird.
Well, and you have to be in LA too, right? I mean,
Yeah.
like, or you got to
You
fly
can fly
in.
here, which is weird, and you'll probably kill me, but I'm down.
Yeah, $250.
250.
not
So
that bad.
we'll put that up on the Patreon
Yeah.
if you want to
Emily,
go on a date.
You got
Yeah,
any? You
got
got
a
any
couple
plugs?
Oh, I stream. I'm really inconsistent, which makes it unsuccessful, but I do stream. I am boring on purpose on Twitch.
I see
So
the chat spam that every now and then.
Oh, so you can follow me there. You can get on my Discord. Also boring on purpose. It's mostly right now going to be me picking out paint colors for my home. For
Ooh, I
my
love
new
that.
house. Yeah, it's really boring.
So it's
but,
not even an ironic name.
No. Oh, look, I'm always fun. Okay. So it's
Okay.
a good day.
No, picking out colors is fun,
I
Wade.
play video games on there sometimes. I've never played video games before in my life. Probably altogether hour and a half. But I'm a real hoot while I play because
Radical.
I scream the whole time. I love a first person shooter. The biggest thing for me is always getting past the gate level, which is what everyone makes fun of me and calls things, because sometimes I'll get my character stuck somewhere and can't get him out of the wall. And one time it happened at a gate, and it took like 5 minutes for me to get my character to back up and go around a gate. So people call it the gate
Wow.
level. It's a hit. You guys would love it. Boring on purpose.
Oh my gosh!
Twitch.
All right. Great. Well, thank you for being here. Do you guys have anything you want to plug or anything?
Just our link tree. Check out our link
Oh
tree.
yeah, that's good.
It's on our bio on our Instagram.
Yeah, go subscribe to us on your podcast app, because I know you're not, because there's so many more watchers than listeners.
Yeah. And I'm trying to do more stuff to promote our podcast. So if you have any ideas, lay them on me. I'll do it. We might talk about the new UFO disclosure stuff on Twitch
Yeah.
this week, because
It's hitting pretty hard.
the Pentagon has declassified about, 200,
400 videos.
Yeah, like hundreds of videos of UFOs. They're saying that it is a national threat. We're going to watch it and figure out if that's true. Maybe
right.
Wade. You have to convince Wade to do it, though.
Yeah, and follow all of us
Schedule
on Twitter.
permitting.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, please follow us on
Right,
Twitter.
guys? We're
Oh
always
my
tweeting
God.
mostly just at each other, so.
We just love tweeting so much.
Yeah.
It can get us work.
All right. Thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for listening.
wave traces
Patreon.com/RealLifeSciFi. We're gonna continue this conversation. And remember, do I have to time this now? Oh shit. Now it's what else can I say here?
The wave tricks
TeePublic-
is after.
tpublic.com/RealLifeSciFi. We got a bunch of merch and stuff.
We got some new merch in there.
We got some flat earther shirts. We got to come up with like an
Join our
anti-vaxxer
Discord.
thing. Oh yeah, well, be a Patreon, join the Discord. And remember, just because you're paranoid doesn't mean they're not after you. Fuck.
Real Life Sci-Fi.